You know about the Moors?
Yeah, well, from what I've heard about them, it felt like they were the first, like, they were black, right?
They were
like
black.
Black tribe.
They were black.
But they also went through a lot of persecution as well, right?
Well, basically, they developed Europe in a lot of different countries. They were rulers, emperors, and kings of Europe. And today they depict them to be Arab brothers, but they were actually black brothers, African brothers. And so they taught the European civilization.
Like a resensitization of history too. Like, a lot of people who are darker skin tones, when you see statues of them, they kind of lighten them, or they kind of, he who controls history kind of, you get to, it's usually who's conquered, and who the winners kind of rewrite the story, right?
You ever see Jake Paul visiting the Vatican or some shit like that? He be going off like, they got this person as a merchant. This is a Moorish queen. She ruled for da-da-da-da-da. Yo, this is crazy, like da-da-da. And he be catching backlash on TikTok off that shit, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's the truth. The truth of the matter is people get caught up in colorism. And history is history. And the thing is just how to depict or differentiate rewritten history, untold history, and what really fucking happened. And the truth is, what really fucking happened, some of it we'll never know. But I do have, an idea of what, happened. And it, legend has it that these guys, history tells it that these guys came to Europe at a time where, they were sleeping in the cabins with the animals, and it was like a bunch of disease and stuff. And we taught them running water and soap. We bought that there. We bought architecture there. We built those temples and, palaces and, all of that stuff. That was done by African, architects. Not only that, taught them religion, taught them hierarchy, taught them, all of the essentials, eating with forks and spoons. Like, these are the things that was inverted and kind of stripped away from us. And I wear pearls because if you look at the Sardinian flag, right, it depicts Moorish brothers with their heads getting cut off. If you look at it, right, and their heads are cut off, and they had a blindfold on their eyes while their heads was getting cut off. And now, I think in like the, 40s or 60s or something like that, they re-illustrated it and put the headbands on the head, and that's why I wear the t-shirts and shit how I do, because they said it was too vulgar and it was just too offensive, and every year, that there was African rulers of Spain, African rulers, of Italy, African rulers of these different places. They were black kings, and there was a